cuties, and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I'm Cora and today I am back with another CC haul. This one is gonna be absolutely massive. There's over 150 links, both for your male and female Sims. As always, you can find everything in the description down below, both on my Tumblr and a Google Doc. Of course, I added categories and numbers to this video as well to make things easier for you guys. There is some really cute CC today, and you know, as always with these videos, we're gonna be here for a hot minute. This video is like 20 minutes long, so you know, sit back, relax. Maybe beforehand, grab a snack, a drink, you know, just cozy up. Don't know what the weather is like for you. For me, it was very funny. If you watched my previous few videos, you will know that I was on holiday in the UK. And honestly, before I went there, it was like 30 degrees here in Berlin and it was just boiling, way too hot for my likings. But I went there and it was really cold, and my boyfriend was like, you don't need a jacket, because it was also like 30 degrees for them at that point. But I didn't take a jacket, and I get cold so quickly, it's absolutely stupid, and I was just freezing my butt off the whole time I was there. It was, you know, it's quite something. But now it's like about 18 degrees here, which Celsius, of course, not Fahrenheit. Who knows what it is in Fahrenheit? But I had a very good time. There's like lots I can tell you guys about. So, you know, I'm sure I'll find something to talk about for the next 20 minutes. I also am super hyped for the new expansion pack coming out for The Sims 4. I'm sure most of you will have heard that it's like a high school pack for your teens, and I just think it is the perfect addition to the game. It's honestly what I have been wanting as one of the first pack, because I think teens have been lacking so much with all of the previous gameplay packs and the base game. To be honest, there's nothing for them to do. They're pretty much just like smaller adults. I feel like there's nothing special about them. They go to school and, you know, nothing really happens. So I'm stoked. I actually haven't read up too much about what's going to be in the pack, because I know I'm going to get it anyways, and I don't like to spoil myself on what it's going to be like. I definitely aim to, when the pack comes out, stream, and you know, you can see my live reaction to everything. Usually when there's cute things, I get very excited. So there's that. If you want to watch, my Twitch channel is always in the description down below. I have taken a break obviously from streaming when I was gone for the last 2-ish weeks, and then this week I just got back, and whilst I was at my boyfriend's in the UK, we did so many active and like social things, and whilst I was there, I really enjoyed them. I had a lot of fun, but I could definitely tell that when I got back, I literally, the first night, I think I slept for like 12 hours. I was just exhausted. I think my batteries, both my social and just my battery in general, my energy battery was just low. I feel like it might have been in the minus already. Like, I could not do anything this whole week. I was just pooped. We did so many things though. I got there and we were like in London for a day. My flight was at 6:30 in the morning. Yes, you heard right. I woke up at 2 a.m. To be honest, saying I woke up is a lot. I maybe got like half an hour of sleep. I just could not fall asleep to save my own life. It was the worst. So I ran on half an hour of sleep that whole day. And we did a lot of walking around in London. It was very nice though. My boyfriend luckily did this whole plan of what we could do. I just said I want to go to some bookstores and do like a little bit of an exploring, and that was very nice. And then we had a really nice dinner, and it was his birthday the next day, so you know, it was kind of like a pre-birthday dinner. And then obviously the next morning I just gave him his presents and we went for some breakfast, and then we left, I think, the hotel around like 10 or 11 or something, and then met up with one of his friends who drove us to an Airbnb where we met a lot of his friends. I think there were like 8 of us, which for me is a big group. If you watch my videos, you will know I am the number one introvert. Like even though people always like, my boyfriend at least, he's like, and people that are close to me, I think they would say, oh, you don't seem very introverted, because once I get chatty and like comfortable around people, I definitely talk a lot. I don't seem like I'm very introverted or shy or whatever, but around new people it can definitely be a lot. And, meeting this friend group, and obviously all of them have been friends for a while, especially the boys, and then it was like two of their girlfriends as well. It can get very intense. I'm not gonna lie, it was very intimidating for me because obviously they're like a group, but everyone was really nice to me, so it was good. They were all super active though. I myself, I'm very much a home plant, an introverted home plant. I like being at home. I like just spending time by myself. And I like to do quiet, cozy things. That's why I love video games, reading, hanging out with cats. I like quiet life. I don't usually do things that require a lot of energy and being very active, And we had a few drinks. Some of us a few too many. I didn't. The first night we all arrived there. Obviously juice. We had juice. We drank juice, okay? And the next day I didn't plan for this to happen, but they all wanted to go to this field, and then for it felt like forever. They were just running around throwing balls at each other, playing cricket, throwing a frisbee. Meanwhile, I literally had a nap in the grass and I was tanning. It was beautiful. But it's not my thing. I can tell you that. I was like, oh my god. How do these people have so much energy? Probably it was also just the lack of sleep from the night where my flight was, and then the night after that, honestly, we didn't sleep that much either. So I think I was just exhausted. But also, my Saturday, that was the Saturday. My Saturdays usually look like this. I wake up at like 9, 10, something like that, and then I relax. Preferably, I would read for a few hours, then get up, make breakfast, feed the kitty cat. Well, usually I feed the cat before I do anything because, cats have priorities in my life. But I would like to just have breakfast, relax in bed for a little bit, and then, make some breakfast, watch something, play some games, read a little bit more, sleep. I don't know. But running around on a field and playing whilst you might have a slight hangover as well, It was also very hot and super sunny, so it wasn't really my thing, I can tell you that. And then the next day, what did we do the next day? I think we had a few drinks that night, and then the next day we had to check out around 11, I think, and then we just walked to this, I think it was like a cafe or something. No, I think that's what we did on Saturday. Oh, on Sunday we just went to the beach again because we were near a beach. It was very nice. The girls also went for a swim in the ocean at night whilst it was raining, and I was like, how are you doing this? All my respect goes to them because I couldn't have done it. I was so cold already with like all of my clothing on. It just would not have happened. But it was good. It was nice. And then the next day we just went to this Airbnb around where my boyfriend lives because he currently is still staying with his parents. He's in the process of buying a house, which he should move in at the end of this year, which is super exciting. We actually did a little tour, like we went there and got a little tour of how it looks, and it looks gorgeous. I can't believe that my boyfriend is gonna be a house owner, Here's me, like mid-20s, just not knowing what I'm doing with my life, and then my boyfriend is like, yeah, I just bought a house. So there's that, he's got his life figured out. Unlike me, but it's okay. We're all different. He's just a lot more responsible than me. And I think for myself, to be honest, because I think a lot of couples are very similar, but I think I wouldn't like someone who's very similar to me because then it's like, what is, I could just be in a relationship with myself. I guess we're all different. If you have made it this far, let me know. If you're in a relationship, do you prefer the other person to be very alike or very different to you? I think I'm like in between because I definitely think it helps to have like similar interests. Like obviously me and my boyfriend, we love reading and we're gamers. So like that helps to have like a connection. And I think it also helps that we're both not super extroverted and want to do things outside the house like all the time. He's definitely more active than me. But I think on like a grand scheme of things, we're both like more of an introvert, just liking to be at home and like doing some more calm things for the majority of the time. And I think that helps because if you clash on those things, like how you live your everyday life, but you still crave spending a lot of time with each other, I think that could become an issue, you know, because then how are you going to spend time if both of you want to do different things? Unless you both don't really want to spend that much time with each other, then it works as well. I find it so interesting how different relationships are, but it's really funny because actually one of the couples that my boyfriend is friends with that we met, they were so alike, like they were literally like the same person. And I just thought it was really funny. I just find that really interesting, you know, how people find their partner and what they want in a partner. So if you made it this far, let me know. You know the drill. But then we went to this Airbnb and we wanted to book it until Friday, so for like a week. And on Thursday morning, my boyfriend is like, I don't think I actually booked the Airbnb for long enough, because I just got an email that checkout is at 11 and it was 10. No, I think checkout was at 10 and it was 9:30. And I just look at him and I'm like, you can't be serious. So, you know, we just started scrambling and like getting all of our stuff together. And I obviously had this huge freaking suitcase because I was staying there for 12 days. It was a lot. Then we went to his parents because we planned, oh my god, like there was just so much to do. I feel like you guys are going to be so confused on this schedule, but I went there. We were in London a day, then a weekend with his friends near the ocean in an Airbnb. Then we went to where he lives in the UK for like 4 days at this Airbnb, and then there was a wedding the next weekend, so we planned to stay with his parents the day before and the day after, because my flight was on Monday and the wedding was on Saturday, so I thought it was easier to just stay at his parents for those days. And you know, I did want to spend some time with his parents. I just didn't want to stay there all the time. I'm 26. I'm kind of like over the phase of like being around the parents. Plus my ex-boyfriend is also from the UK, and I would never really felt comfortable with his parents. They weren't like super welcoming or anything, so I was just like, I'd rather not stay there for a whole week. But I met his mom, and she is like the nicest freaking mom I've ever met. She was so cute and so welcoming, and like she just asked me like a bunch of questions and we just talk about things. She's just one of those people who can talk to anyone about anything, and for me, being like a little bit socially anxious, it was just very nice, and she made me feel very welcome. And they also have a family dog called Bella. She's this little schnauzer schnauzer poodle mix, and she is just adorable. She's like black grayish, and oh my god, I didn't know if she was gonna like me because I've never had a dog. I had very few interactions with dogs, so I was like, how do I even know if she likes anything? And my boyfriend Mitch, he was actually kind of, I think, shocked how much she liked me. Like she ended up sleeping on my lap the first day and like followed me everywhere. It was so cute, and I also ended up playing with her a lot, which I surprised myself that I could do that, because as you all know, I'm a cat person. I love cats. I don't have anything against dogs. It's just not for, like, they don't fit into my lifestyle. You know, I love hanging out with them. They're super cute and everything, but leaving the house 3 times a day is just not gonna happen for me. So, you know, a dog doesn't fit my lifestyle, but that's okay. I still love dogs. I love pretty much any animals. There's very few animals that I don't love, and I can probably count them on one hand, you know. There's not that many that I can think of straight away. Wasps would be one, but it's just because I'm scared of them, and I have been stung by so many wasps without actually doing anything that I don't trust them anymore. But yeah, the dog was super cute. And then we went to the wedding, which I think that was the part that stressed me out the most, because there were just so many people. There were like 80 people there. I'm very bad at small talk. I can talk about literally anything but small talk, and I feel like being introduced to so many family members, everything you do is small talk. Like you literally just have like 5 minutes with everyone, and it's always the same questions. And then also me not, you know, I'm 26, but I don't think I'm your conventional 26-year-old. You know, I don't have a degree yet. I'm not in a full-time job. You know, I do YouTube as my part-time job. So how, like, if people are like, what do you do? I'm like, I feel like people just identify themselves so much through their career that they just assume that other people do that too. And if I wouldn't do anything but YouTube, I would find it very hard to identify myself through a career, because the only reason I'm doing this is because obviously I enjoy it so much, but still, I wouldn't say The Sims is my whole life. You know, gaming isn't my whole life. It is a huge part of my life, but it's not. If you want to get to know me, I think me telling you that I do YouTube and Sims videos isn't going to tell you anything about my character. Apart from me spending a lot of times by myself in front of my PC. But apart from that, doesn't really tell you a lot, does it? So I never really get very interested in small talk, because I want to get to know a person and I really want to know what makes them tick. Do you say that? I don't know. You know, I want to know what they're all about. I want to know their actual character. I just think small talk is really annoying and boring, and I never know what questions to ask. But his family, bless them, they were so nice. During the groom's speech, I hope you call it that, you know, we all had dinner and the groom was holding a speech. He actually called me out and I got so embarrassed because there were 80 people and he was just like calling out everyone who came from like abroad, because some people came from Ireland, some people came from, I believe, South Africa, if I remember correctly, and you know, he gave them all a call out and was like, oh, it's so nice that you can be here and whatever. And then he just says, oh yeah, and to Cora, Mitch's boyfriend. I was just like, what? This didn't just happen. And like, literally no one obviously knew who I was apart from like very few people. So I just like covered my face with my hands. I was like, oh my God, this ain't happening. So that happened. Interesting. I was very embarrassed. It was just a lot. I didn't expect it. And I was like, if anyone would have warned me and would have been like, you're in the groom speech, I would have probably not been there for the groom speech. You know, I would have been like, I need to go to the bathroom and I'll be gone for an hour just to make sure. So that was obviously a lot. And I went to bed like a little bit earlier than Mitch. He was like hanging out, dancing, whatever. I was like, you just go have a good time. But I can tell that my batteries are like low. I need to, you know, sit back, relax. I just had a book with me and I was reading a little bit and it was very nice. I just noticed that actually when I was there, I didn't feel too bad. On the last night there, I met like his stepbrothers as well, which was very nice, and one of them has a baby, so that was also just adorable. Babies are so cute. I think she was like a little bit overwhelmed. She kept like side-eyeing me like, who in the world is this person? But she was very cute, and she's just starting to like eat a few solid foods. Well, not really solid, they mushed it all up, but you know what I mean, not just milk, so I guess you could call it solid foods. And it was really cute. I think it's very exciting to meet the family and friends of a person who's really important to you, just to know who made them. And I definitely think that once my boyfriend moves out, him and his mom will get closer, because right now he just seemed like annoyed at everything she did, and I was just like, oh my God, I love her. Like, she's just so kind and like cute, and she is like overbearing, but honestly, I wouldn't mind an overbearing mom. But I haven't lived with one, so I don't think I can judge that. But just thought it was very cute. You know, she offered like a million times to wash my laundry and whatever. It was just so nice, and I felt so at home there, which for me is very unusual. You know, I wouldn't have even had an issue to like go down to the kitchen and grab something to eat that wasn't mine, because she just made me feel so welcome, and it was very nice. And I'm happy that I did it. I was very anxious before, like doing all these different things whilst I'm usually at home doing very little activities and like social activities and things that I haven't done before. So it was a lot. I was just excited though. For all of you who live in the UK, you will know of meal deals, and no one understands why I'm so excited about them, but every time I go to the UK, I'm just so excited that meal deals exist. It is so good, but I can't get too deep into it because the video is not going to be long enough for me to ramble on how much I love meal deals. I'm sure most of you know it, but for you who don't, it's just pretty much a thing where like a lot of the supermarkets there have a meal deal thing where you pay like £3 or something, and you get a main lunch meal thing, so like a sandwich or a salad, pasta salad, whatever, a drink and a snack. And hello, like if we'd have it here, I would definitely have it every single day, and it wouldn't be very good for my health, but you know, I would do it. But anyways, with that said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. You know, it is getting closer to the end here. Let me know if you stuck through all the way, because kudos to you. It's a lot, a long video. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!